Alright, so here we're going to review the Kinera Imperial Baldr 2. This is a 4 EST 2BA 1 dynamic driver set by Kinera. It retails for around $1.4 thousand. And yeah, let's get into this. Let me just open up the box here. As you can see, Kinera really does love their giant hexagonal boxes, like always. It is a very nice unboxing experience, to be fair. Have some paperwork here. This thing opens up to tell you some Norse mythology stuff that I didn't sign up for. But yeah, I mean, like if you like that part of the unboxing experience, it is there. And in here we have the IEMs. They are absolutely gorgeous. Talk about that in a second. Take the case out of here. Come on. Let me just take the foam out, actually. And then you have two sets of foam tips as well as final E tips. Come on, get out. Okay, there we go. And then you have the different terminations. These are not for a modular cable though. These are because the stock cable is 4.4. These are just adapters. So that's a little bit disappointing, but the cable is quite nice. So we'll talk about that as well in a second. Put this back here. Put the foam back. And yeah, you guys know what final E tips are, but they're fantastic tips. They're great tips, and actually quite expensive, so it's nice that they come included in here. Now, I do not have the stock tips for this set, but the sound was so unique that I still had to make a review on it anyway. So if you do know how much the stock tips make a difference, let me know in the comments. But overall, the sound on these was pretty consistent with my tip rolling experience. On these, I use spiral dots, Baroque tips, a lot of spin fits, a lot of stuff like that. Most of this review is going to be based on the final E tips and the spiral dots, because I like the spiral dots the most on this set. And this is the case here. As you can see, it's really thick and kind of not very portable. Here's the cable. It does have this little separator so you can stop the IEMs from, I think, hitting each other. I think that's what it's for. And the cable tie. Alright, let's put the case off to the side. It is a good quality case, but it is just too big to be convenient in my opinion. Alright, let's put this to the side here. Alright, let's talk about the cable real quick. I love Kinera cables, and this is no different. This cable is very nice, very smooth, very, it also is a very good looking cable. It matches the color theme of the Kinera Baldr 2. As you can see, it has like a wood with like a gold trim. It is really gorgeous. I mean, like, honestly, what else can I say? This is one of the most beautiful IEMs I've ever seen. I know I say that about a lot of IEMs. This is, like, on top of that. Like, this is really nice. I really like how these look, and I do like the cable a lot, though it would have been nice if it was modular instead of just having this 4.4 to 3.5 connector here, like that, or something like that. Alright, let's put this cable off to the side and the adapters to the side, and let's talk about the set itself. So, the Baldr 2, what makes this so unique that I had to review it, despite not having the stock tips? Oh, real quick, sorry, comfort, build is good, really excellent, no complaints. Comfort-wise, these fit in my ears very nicely with all of the tips I've tried them with. But something to note is that there's no lip here, similar to my problem with the Phantom. The tips can come off. But this one seems to have a little bit more of an angle outwards, so tips do tend to stay on, but I should mention that. So what made me want to review these despite not having the stock tips? Well, it was that these are one of the most unique sounding sets probably that I've ever heard, and probably the best treble head set I can ever recommend to anybody that I've tried so far. And when I say treble head, I don't mean, oh, the treble is super sibilant and in your face. The treble is in your face, but it's not sibilant at all, which is what makes these the best treble head set. This is the highest quality treble I've heard on almost any IEM. Probably actually the highest period out of any IEM, but it is also very treble focused. It surprisingly is able to bring the treble all the way forward, very in your face treble, without managing to make it sound sibilant or harsh, yet it maintains the detail. This is something I haven't really experienced with another set with this extent of the amount of treble. This is a lot of treble, which it does push back the mids and bass a little bit. Now, let's go bass, mids, highs here. On the bass is really great quality. The dynamic driver in here is producing a fantastic bass with good texture, good impact. Very good quality bass, but it is a highly recessed bass. As I said, this is very treble focused, and it does reduce the quantity of the bass. But the quality is still fantastic for the amount of bass you have, and on a bass heavy sound, a track, you are going to hear the bass hit beautifully. But it's still a very bass light set. I wouldn't recommend this for a bass head or for somebody who wants something neutral. This really is a specialized set for those people who want to just hear a beautiful forward treble. Now going on to the mid-range, same thing in the mid-range, honestly. You have a very smooth, very clean treble, very natural sounding treble. The treble is very natural. Instruments sound beautiful, and the way it's very smooth. All the upper mids, all the way to the treble, all very smooth. But again, the mid-range, especially the vocals, are a little bit pushed back because of that forward treble. The mid-range is not as pushed back as the bass is. You do have a good amount of mid-range. I hope you cannot hear my Amazon Echo just go off right there. But you are getting a good amount of vocals and mid-range, but it's still recessed in comparison to that treble. There is more mid-range than bass, but there is much more treble than both the mid-range and the bass. The vocals sound nice, they sound clear, they are smooth, they sound natural. Overall, fantastic mid-range. But the star of the show here is the treble with the 4 ESTs and the upper and the treble BAs. It is a clean, smooth treble. Violins, everything in the highs, upper female vocals sound so clean, well extended, yet never sibilant. You do end up lowering the volume on these because of the amount of treble, but it doesn't ever hurt your ears even when it's loud. I don't know how this is possible, but it's just some EST magic, I guess, with this set. I mean, honestly, I don't really know how else to explain it other than clean, clear, detailed. Some of the best you'll hear. But it's at a cost of the amount of bass and mid-range you'll get. So as for imaging and soundstage, imaging is fantastic. It is very pinpoint. Honestly, not much else to say other than it is very good imaging. You can tell location-wise, I have no complaints. Location-wise, you can tell exactly point where anything is. Soundstage-wise, it is good soundstage. I wouldn't say it's excellent, but it is good. It's not up to the level of the BGBB Phantom or the Mest Mark II, but it is up there in terms of quality. I'd say it's in the middle of the price range. I'd say if your head is here, it's around here. So it's not bad soundstage, it's not amazing soundstage, I'd say it's just good. So can I recommend the Kinera Baldr 2? To some people, to the people who are looking for the ultimate treble headset and is fine at taking a hit in the amount of bass and mids, but still want that good quality bass and mids, but just forward beautiful treble, the Baldr 2 is your set. I really don't think I've ever heard another set that does what this set does. It is a very unique sound. Is the sound for me? No. This is not going to end up high on my tier list because of that fact. That the tier list is based on what I like, and this is, oh, my camera is shaking a lot. But the tier list is based on what I like, and this is not my sound signature. But I can tell by the quality of the treble, bass, and mids that this is a really high quality sound that a lot of people who love treble are going to really like. That's not me, but I'm sure that's quite a bit of people in the hobby. And that's about it. See ya.